Stick figure animation is one of the highest paying niches on YouTube right now, and barely anyone is talking about it, which is insane. I've made a couple videos before teaching people how to create them, and the response was huge, but a lot of you said the process was too complicated. So I went back to the drawing board, and I figured out the simplest way to create Stickman animations completely free. The step-by-step is actually easy now. Whether you want to do finance, motivational, or even comedy, this one prompt covers all of it. And just to show you it's real, check out this 30-second clip I made using the exact workflow I'm about to give you.
You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a burst of motivation. You just need 5 minutes. 5 minutes to put the phone down. 5 minutes to start. Because once you begin, something changes. The work gets easier. The focus gets stronger. And suddenly, 5 minutes becomes momentum. Most people wait for the right time. Winners create it. Start small, and let that small start change your whole day.
Crazy, right? The entire video you just watched was made completely with AI. Before we jump into the tutorial, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next AI workflow I share. All right, so to get this video started, the first thing we need to do is open up a chatbot. For this video, I'm going to use ChatGPT because this is the chatbot I'll be using for the entire workflow. Next, come over to the Google document where I created the detailed prompt for this video. As you can see, this is a full Stickman video prompt that can be used for any style of Stickman video you want to create. Now, once you get access to this Google document, you'll notice the prompt is a bit lengthy, but make sure you copy the entire thing from start to finish. Once you copy the prompt, come back to ChatGPT. Inside ChatGPT, all you have to do is paste in the prompt. After pasting it, wait for it to load and format itself properly. Once that's done, go ahead and click Send. Now ChatGPT will start thinking, and after a few seconds, you should get an output like this. It's going to ask you to upload an image reference of what you want your Stickman character to look like. If you don't already have an image reference, all you have to do is come back to the Google document and take a screenshot of this Stickman image here. Once I take the screenshot, I'm going to drag it back into ChatGPT and upload it into the chat. After that, I'll wait for it to load. Once it's done loading, I'll click Send. Now ChatGPT will start processing the image, and it will automatically lock in the character style we're trying to use. After that, it's going to ask which particular niche you want to create for the Stickman video. You'll see options like comedy, motivational, action, storytelling, educational explainer, horror, and other niches. For this video, I'm going with the motivational niche, so I'll type 2 into the chat because that is option number 2, and then I'll hit Send. Now it will start processing again, so we just have to wait. Once it's done, it will ask which aspect ratio you want your video to be in. You can choose either a long-form video or a short-form video. For short-form videos, you can post them on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels. For long-form videos, you can post them on YouTube. For this tutorial, I'm going with the short-form video format, which is 9:16. So I'll type 1 into the chat and hit Send. Now, after I hit Send, ChatGPT is going to ask how long I want the video to be. As you can see here, we have options like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds. Since this is just a tutorial, I'm going to pick 30 seconds. So I'll select that option, come back to the chat, and send it. Once you send it, the chatbot will understand that you want to create a 30-second video. After that, it will give you 10 different video ideas. As you can see here, we have ideas like one more rep, the alarm wins, built in the rain, the last step, nobody was watching, start before you are ready, the broken pencil, and a few others. Now, if these 10 ideas are not enough for you, you can always type "Give me more ideas" and ChatGPT will generate more options. For this tutorial, I'm going to pick a random option. Let's say option number 8. So I'll copy that option, paste it into the chat, and hit Send. Once I send it, ChatGPT will automatically start processing the idea. So all we have to do now is wait. Once it finishes processing, you should get an output like this. It gives us the video concept, which explains what the video is about. After that, it gives us the character profile, which you should check to make sure it matches the character reference you uploaded earlier. Then, it gives us a scene-by-scene breakdown with an image prompt and an animation prompt for each scene. As you can see here, we have Scene 1, Scene 2, Scene 3, and each scene comes with its own animation prompt. Now, the first thing we're going to do is copy the first image generation prompt for the first scene. Make sure you copy only the image generation prompt. Do not copy the animation prompt yet. Once you copy it, we're going to head over to Google Flow. Once you open up Google Flow, you should see an interface that looks like this. Now, all you have to do is click on New Project. Once you click on New Project, you'll be taken to another interface. From here, turn off Agent Mode. Then come over to the Settings tab. Make sure Image Mode is selected. Since we're creating shorts, set the aspect ratio to 9:16. For the output, I'm going to set it to 2 because I want to have 2 image options to choose from. For the image model, I'm going to use Nano Banana 2. After setting everything up, paste in the image prompt we copied from ChatGPT. Once you paste it in, hit Send. Now, the reason I chose 2 outputs is because I want to have options to pick from. While the images are generating, we just have to wait and see the output. After a few seconds of waiting, you should get your image outputs. As you can see, we now have 2 similar outputs. You just have to pick whichever one looks better to you. Once you're comfortable with the output, the next thing we're going to do is come back to ChatGPT. Then, we'll copy the second image generation prompt. Once I copy the second image generation prompt, I'll come back to Google Flow. Then I'll paste the image prompt into the chat and hit Send. Once we send it, all we have to do is wait until the image has been generated. This usually takes around 10 to 20 seconds. After a few seconds of processing, you should get an output that looks like this. This is the second image for our video. Now, the next thing we're going to do is come back to ChatGPT and copy the third image generation prompt. Once you copy it, come back to Google Flow, paste it into the chat, and hit Send. Now, we're going to repeat this same process for all the remaining image generation prompts. I won't take you through every single image generation step because it's basically the same workflow. Copy the image prompt from ChatGPT, come back to Google Flow, paste it in, and hit Send. Once all your images have been generated, we can move on to the next step. Now, once all our images have been generated, as you can see here, all we have to do is delete the ones we don't want. So I'm going to delete a few images that I don't really like and keep only the ones I want to use. Make sure you check them carefully so you don't accidentally delete a good image. Altogether, we have 7 images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to move over to the next stage, which is the animation process. First, come over to the Settings tab. Switch to Video Mode. Make sure your aspect ratio is still set to 9:16. Set the output to 1. Then set the duration to 4 seconds. For the video model, we're going to use OmniFlash. Next, come back to ChatGPT. Scroll all the way to the top until you find the first image generation prompt. Under that image prompt, you'll see the first animation prompt. Go ahead and copy that animation prompt. Once you copy it, come back to Google Flow. Now, drag the first image we generated into the timeline. After that, paste in the animation prompt we just copied and hit Send. And just like that, our first video is being generated. Now we just have to wait and see the output. When it says queued, that means it has already started generating. It usually happens because a lot of people are using the platform at the same time, so you just have to wait a little bit. And just like that, our video has started generating automatically. After a few seconds, our video is ready. Now let's check the output. As you can see, everything looks pretty good. The output looks seamless, and the animation process is clean. Now we're going to repeat the same process for the rest of our images, so I'll come back to ChatGPT and copy the second image animation prompt. Once I copy it, I'll come back to Google Flow. Then I'll drag the second image we generated into the timeline. After that, I'll paste in the animation prompt and hit Send. And just like that, the second image is being animated. Once the second animation is done, the output should look like this. Let's preview it. As you can see, everything looks clean as well. Now we'll go back to ChatGPT and copy the third image animation prompt. Once I copy it, I'll come back to Google Flow. Then I'll drag the third image we generated into the timeline, paste in the animation prompt, hit Send, and wait for it to generate. Now, while this is generating, we're going to go ahead and animate the rest of the images so we don't waste too much time. We still have a few more images to animate, so we'll come back to ChatGPT, scroll down, and copy the animation prompt for image number 4. Then we'll come back to Google Flow, drag image number 4 into the timeline, paste in its animation prompt, and hit send. We're going to repeat this same process for the rest of the images. So for each image, just copy the animation prompt from ChatGPT, come back to Google Flow, drag the matching image into the timeline, paste the prompt, and hit send. Now, as you can see, I have generated all the videos. I'm just waiting for the last 2 videos to finish generating. And just like that, our final video has been generated. Now we're going to preview the rest of them. As you can see, everything looks good. Now, to download all the clips together at once so we don't have to download them individually, first click on the first video. At the end of the video, you'll see this plus sign. Click on it, then click Add Clips. Now the rest of the videos will be lined up. All you have to do is add them in front of each other one by one. That's what I'm doing right now. Once you add the second clip, it will automatically be added to the first clip. Now, we're going to repeat this process for the rest of the clips. Keep adding each clip one after another until all 7 clips are joined together. And just like that, all our clips have been added together. Now click Done. Once you click Done, all 7 clips will be added in one place. Now all you have to do is click Download. This will download all the clips together into one file. Now the next thing we're going to do is come back to ChatGPT and copy the voiceover script. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Once I copy the voiceover script, I'll come over to 11 Labs. After opening 11 Labs, go ahead and paste in the voiceover script we just copied. Once you paste it in, click Generate. After a few seconds, the voiceover will be generated. Now the next thing I'm going to do is download it. Once I download it, it will be saved automatically into our folder. Now that we have generated our voiceover, the next thing we're going to create is the end screen image. This is very important when posting shorts because it helps keep people hooked. It's basically like a thumbnail, but for shorts. So once you copy the end screen prompt, come back to Google Flow, paste it into the chat, and switch over to image mode. You can set your output to 2, and then go ahead and hit send. Once it's ready, you should get an output that looks like this. I think we'll go with this one because it looks better and the text says just 5 minutes. So if you're going to use it, go ahead and download that as well. Now that we have everything ready, we can move over to the editing part. For the editing part, we're going to be using CapCut. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up CapCut. Once you open it, click on Import. Then import the folder where you saved all your clips. Once the folder opens, you'll see all the clips we generated. Now all you have to do is drag them into the timeline accordingly, one at a time, in the exact order they were generated. And just like that, we have successfully added all our clips into the timeline. Now, the next thing you need to do is import the voiceover we created. So click on Import, select the voiceover file, and then drag it into the timeline as well. Make sure everything lines up properly so the visuals match the voiceover. Now, once all your clips and your voiceover are in the timeline, go ahead and click on the text feature. After that, click on Auto Captions, then click on Generate. This only takes a few seconds, and then your captions should be ready. And just like that, all your text will be generated automatically. Now, once your text has been generated, click on one of the caption layers. Then come over to Templates and choose whichever caption style you want. For me, I like to use this particular one called Quick. So once I select that one, all I have to do is resize it to the size I want and position it properly so it doesn't cover the frame. At this point, your video is basically ready. If you want, you can also add a background sound to make the video feel better. But if you don't want that, you can leave it without one. So just play through the full video, make sure everything looks good, and once you're satisfied, go ahead and click on Export. And just like that, your final output should come out looking and sounding like this.
You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a burst of motivation. You just need 5 minutes. 5 minutes to put the phone down. 5 minutes to start. Because once you begin, something changes. The work gets easier. The focus gets stronger. And suddenly, 5 minutes becomes momentum. Most people wait for the right time. Winners create it. Start small, and let that small start change your whole day.
Everything is now ready for posting. So you can go ahead and upload it to YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or Instagram Reels. And that's it for this workflow.